Hello, welcome to the Bible Takeaway, where you can expect a snack on the who, what and when of a particular Bible filling. For dessert, you have an option of a few quiz questions to help your digestion of the content. This is a Bible summary of Genesis. So let's look at the timeline. Genesis is at the beginning of the timeline, between the creation of the world and the end times. It includes the beginnings of the world, the patriarchs, and a time in Egypt. What to expect in Genesis? Well, Genesis is where everything begins. God creates a good world, but humans mess it up. God chooses a people and plans to save us. The key people in Genesis are Adam, Eve, Noah, Abraham, Sarah, Isaac, Jacob, Esau, Joseph, and Pharaoh. For a key passage, try Genesis 1, verses 1 to 5. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. Now let's look at the summary of different chapters. In chapter 1, God creates the heavens, earth, and everything that lives. He makes humankind in His image and gives them charge over the earth. In chapter 3, the serpent deceives the woman. She and Adam eat from the tree. The earth becomes cursed, and God sends Adam and Eve out of the garden. Chapter 6 sees humankind corrupt the earth with evil. God decides to destroy them, but He tells Noah to build an ark to be saved from the flood. In chapter 15, the Lord promises Abraham an heir and many descendants. Abraham believes. He is told that they will be enslaved, but will then return. In chapter 22, God tells Abraham to sacrifice Isaac. As Abraham obeys, an angel stops him. The Lord provides a ram instead and blesses Abraham. Chapter 37 shows Joseph is Israel's favourite son. He has dreams, and his brothers are jealous, so they sell him. He was bought by Potiphar in Egypt. In chapter 41, Pharaoh has a dream and calls for Joseph to interpret it. The dream predicts a famine. Pharaoh puts Joseph in charge of all Egypt. And in the final chapter, chapter 50, Pharaoh allows Joseph to go and bury Jacob. Before Joseph dies, he says that God will lead his people back to the promised land. And here is your takeaway. The God who made the world has chosen us to be His people. Even when we fall away, He has a plan to make things right. And now for a quick quiz about Genesis. All the answers can be found in the video. Question 1. What does Genesis mean? Question 2. What are God's first recorded words when creating the world? Question 3. Who was first deceived by the serpent? And question 4. How was Noah saved from destruction? Question 5. What was the name of Abraham's son? Question 6. What was Joseph's special skill? Question 7. Where did Joseph hold power? And question 8. How many chapters are there in Genesis? And now some answers. The answer to question 1, Genesis, means origin or beginning. God first said, "Let there be light." It was Eve who was deceived by the serpent. And Noah was saved by the ark. The answer to question 5, Abraham's son was Isaac. And question 6, Joseph could interpret dreams. Joseph held power in Egypt. And the last question, Genesis has 50 chapters. And there you go. If you have a different Genesis takeaway or a personal favourite key passage, please feel free to leave a comment below. Until next time, goodbye and God bless.